Is there an airport nearby? Or is that just my heart taking off?
When you text them, they can see you're acting. The third thing that I like about Hily app is the compatibility quiz.
If you look in the app, it shows like, okay, let me click and see how compatible I am. And it says, oh, I'm only 30% compatible with this person, or I'm 70% compatible with this person. So that's a really reassuring thing.
Welcome back to another dating tip episode. As you can see, Pablo is with us today. I know you haven't seen Pablo in my channel for a while. Today, because we are doing a special topic, that's why he's here. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name's Crystal. I make videos every week about travel and
dating tips.
If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to like or subscribe to my channel. Just a brief reintroduction about how we met for our new friends. Pablo and I, we met through a dating app 3 years ago. Before I met Pablo, I was using dating app for 2 years. So there were a lot of struggles, a lot of lessons learned. That's why after we met, I started making videos like this, sharing my dating experiences and some tips that I found useful. And after I started making these type of videos, I started getting messages asking me to review more new dating apps, because there are so many dating apps out there and people feel so overwhelmed, they don't know how to choose. To be honest, after I met Pablo, I don't really use dating apps anymore. Until recently, a dating app company, Hily, reached out to me asking if we can review their app. I'm like, this might be a good opportunity for us to try a new app and share our honest review with people.
This is the first time a girlfriend has asked me to sign up to a dating app.
Because when I was thinking, I was like, I think it would be more fun if we both try it because,
You're like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, babe.
So we are testing the app for you guys to share what we like about the app or what we think can be improved.
Pretty cool app. I take a few minutes to check it out.
Yeah, I have to give you a heads up because we both haven't used any new apps. So when I was using it, I was like, whoa, the new features that people get nowadays is like totally different from what we had 3 years back.
Just 3 years ago, yeah.
So today's video, we are going to do 2 parts. So the first part is we will share things that I like about Hily app, why we find it really interesting and helpful. And the second part will be after so many profiles that we review, and we want to share some tips that you might benefit from to increase your success on dating apps.
So I have an intro tip for dating apps in general. Whether you use one platform or another, Hily is a really good one, as you'll see in a few minutes. But one key thing is to be consistent and stick to a platform for a while, because you want to build up some time being active on that platform.
Hily is a new dating app. Actually, they've been around for about 2 years and a half. There's a free version and a paid version. Hily is an acronym for
Hey, I like you.
Hey, I like you. That's why it's called Hily. So there are 2 different kind of subscription, the free version and the paid version.
For the free version, you get unlimited swipes, you get video messages, so you can message people with video. You get stories, kind of like on Instagram stories, which I found new and interesting on a dating app. The fourth one is icebreaker messages. If you're having trouble thinking about what to say first, the app helps you out with some pickup lines or some opening messages that might catch your potential match's eye.
I think their icebreakers are pretty cute. So do you want to read the 2?
So here's one icebreaker option. Do you work at Starbucks? Because do you work at Starbucks? Because I like you a lot.
I know this sounds corny, but it's fun to throw a message like that as an icebreaker.
Okay, let me just read one more that I found here. Is there an airport nearby? Or is that just my heart taking off?
When you text them, they can see you're acting.
Video messages.
Oh.
I could use some of the icebreakers from other potential matches and save them and use them later in my video messages, just to be stupid.
I think it adds some fun element to the chat.
I could just do it later. I'll be like, oh, hey, how are you? Icebreaker already done. We're talking, and then I send a video message. Is there an airport nearby? Or is that just my heart taking off? I like you a lot. Hey.
So that's the icebreaker, which we find it pretty cool.
Use at your own risk.
So
if they like funny guys, use the funny icebreakers. If they like serious guys who just want to get down to business, just say, hey, how are you? hey, I like you.
We both use Hily app for a little bit. The first thing I like about Hily app is that you are able to link your social media with your profile. When I was using dating apps, one struggle I had is you only get to see what people write in their profile. So they could lie about themselves, but you don't know. This one, you're able to either link with your Snapchat. So outside of the app, you get to see the other side of their life. You can see what do they do every day. So it gives you more idea about if this person's legit.
They also have verification. You can be verified by Facebook, so people know that you're real.
Second one I like about Hily is the inside story, which is like an Instagram story but inside the Hily app. I briefly browse some guy's profile, and so you get to see, oh, he captured the sunset, he captured the traffic. You kind of know what this person likes based on what he did on his stories. So some guys would do a lot of selfies, and some guys would share their circle of their friends. You get to see, oh, who they're hanging out with, where they go for dinner. So you get to see, oh, maybe he likes food, maybe he likes photography.
And I think stories really helps you learn about somebody's personality too, because the way people take stories reveals their interests, but also the way they take stories might give you a clue. You can tell if they're funny, because a lot of my friends that do stories, like they're always like so funny on the stories.
Yeah. The third thing that I like about Hily app is the compatibility quiz.
I like that one too.
Yeah, they ask you about like 20-ish questions, right? 20
I think it's
questions.
20 or 30 questions. Really simple though. Everybody takes the quiz, and then when you're swiping through matches, there's a little notification in the bottom right that you can click, and then that tells you your compatibility with that potential match versus how they took the quiz. So I think if you look in the app, it shows like, okay, let me click and see how compatible I am, and it says, oh, I'm only 30% compatible with this person, or I'm 70% compatible with this person. So that's a really reassuring thing. So like maybe you see somebody that's really attractive and you're like, oh, she's pretty, and then you read her profile and you're like, yeah, I think we could be a good match. Maybe on previous dating apps, that's all a guess, but you never know. You message somebody and then no response, or you get all the way to a date and you're just like, eh. You would feel more natural messaging this person. And it's easy too. The compatibility quiz only took a few minutes. It's basics. It's not like there's some older, more traditional dating websites where you'll spend like 30 minutes going through 100 questions. But in this day and age, I think Hily has done a good job of combining swipe dating app and immediate like browsing experience with compatibility and making it easy. You are objective and logical, or emotional and spontaneous. You are reserved or communicative. Would you rather be partying all night, woo woo, or watch a movie at home? I can do both, but if I had to choose, I checked watch a movie at home because I'm 35 now.
And I think what I like about Hily, it's not just a dating app, it's also a platform to connect people. So they really emphasize human connections, meaning you are not just looking for a long-term relationship, but if you're looking for just a chat, a date to make some new friends, then that's a platform that you can use. Another thing I want to add to the pop quiz is that the program is actually a self-learning program, meaning the more you use the app, the more you swipe through, that's how the system learns your preference and your interests. So the more active you are, the more accurate analysis for you, the better matches you get.
I think I noticed that over the time that I was swiping. In the beginning, I was like passing on most of the profiles, and then I was just swiping a little bit more just now just to see some examples of things, but I feel like more girls started showing up that I think would be somebody that I'm attracted to.
So Pablo, what's next?
I want to talk about what I liked about the Hily app, which most of the things that I liked were actually part of the premium package that Hily offers. So I think we should do a recap really quickly before I dive in. The free version is unlimited swipes, as we discussed. You're able to send video messages, you can do stories, and you can do icebreakers.
So what about Hily's premium features?
The first one would be that you're able to message people before you actually match with them, which is a great plus. If you're really excited about somebody, you have the option to message them and try to attract them even before you've matched, but you only get
one shot.
So make it a good one. You're also able to see who has actually liked your profile. And then you can also boost your profile so that you get noticed more on the platform. And you're also able to hide your online status. So if you don't want people to know that you're online, you can block that as well.
What are the things that you like about Hily app?
Mostly in the premium section. The first thing that I like is the ability to message somebody before you've actually matched with them. Because, you know, if you're really interested in somebody and you really want to express that you're interested in them, use it wisely because you don't want to be too aggressive or the thing that you say needs to really stand out. But I like the ability to do that because it's like, you know, if you find somebody really attractive and you can't do anything about it, it's like really frustrating. Number two that I like is being able to review the people that have liked you and the people that you've liked. So as you're swiping through the app, you pass on a lot of people, but you like some people. Previous apps or other apps, the people that you've liked, unless they match with you, you're never gonna see their profile again. On Hily, you can see everybody that you've liked previously and you can go back and review those likes. And then you can see all the people that have liked you that you haven't matched with. So you can see the type of people on the platform that are interested in your profile.
And what's the third feature that you like?
I actually like their navigation. When I first started using it, it took me a minute just to get used to it, but once I got used to it, it's actually very easy. You can tap on the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen in somebody's profile to flip through their photos, and you swipe to like or pass on somebody. So it took a quick minute to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's actually very fast.
Okay, and the second part, we have like little recommendations for people out there. You know, if you want to increase your success to get a match, then this is what you can do. So when I was using the app, I see a lot of guys, they do a lot of close-up selfies. It's kind of like the same pictures. One selfie is good, but you don't want to show people 5 selfies because what is the point? Maybe take the photo a little bit further so they can see your body and then they can see the setting.
You need variety. You're given only so many slots and so many opportunities to attract somebody, so why do 2 or 3 pictures of the same thing when you can show a different side of you? I noticed on the app that a lot of girls tend to have really close-up photos. A lot of girls use a lot of filters. Maybe that's what's going on these days, using the filters to be cute and fun. Too close and too many filters, I was just like, I can't see anything. I can't see the girl's real face. Being mysterious isn't really gonna help you on a dating app. I was just going over profile descriptions and what girls say. Some use one-liners and some go a little bit more deeper. This is just general dating tips. The more information you provide, the more likely you will be to attract somebody.
So I think in general, we like Hily app.
If you are looking for a long-term relationship, I did see quite a few profiles of girls saying that they are looking for a long-term relationship. They're not looking for anything casual. Back in the day, the way that I perceived certain apps, some were really good in terms of finding relationships, some were good in terms of looking for something less serious. For Hily, I think it's all inclusive.
Yeah, so I hope you guys like our review today. If you have any other questions about Hily app, please don't hesitate to leave us a comment.
And if you see my profile on the Hily dating app, be sure to swipe right.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Swiping right on you, baby.